Hi children, how are you all? Hope you are eagerly waiting to use identities in a unique way. I welcome you to Max class and let's recall what we learned in previous class now. And all these three identities were discussed in previous class. What are the three identities? A plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b the whole square is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. A squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b into a minus b. In many comedy shows, you may come across all these identities being said in a unique way to make us laugh. But it does wonders, children. You may not realize it now, but it has its own wide range of applications. Okay, and we will learn one by one. And here, these three identities, in yesterday's class, we did an activity using color papers. I expected you all to complete it in your classroom. And what about this fourth identity? And this is also more useful identity. Difference between third identity and fourth identity is here we will have only two variables a and b. Once it is added and once it is subtracted. And what about the identity here? We will have three variables, three different quantities x, a and b. And this x quantity is once added with a, next time it is added with b and then it is multiplied. This is how you have to identify this identity. Okay, we will have three variables here. What about all the other remaining three identities? We will have only two variables, whereas here we will have three variables, and even among that, one will be added with the other two. Okay, x plus a into x plus b. What is the identity here? X squared plus sum of the other two variable a plus b into x plus product of the variable. You will come across this equation hereafter in higher classes very often. Frequently you will be doing this. Okay, this is a very basic concept that we will be using often in higher classes. Okay children, so we have learned four identities so far. What is the use of all these identity? To make our calculation simpler. Ma'am, instead of using this identity, I will directly multiply and get the answer, ma'am. Of course, you are all well versed in multiplying and you will get it. But look at this problem. 105 into 95. As such, if I ask you to do it, you will take a rough paper and you will write the numbers one below the other and multiply it, isn't it? But if you get trained to use these identities, how simpler it will be. Let me show you how simple it is going to be. See, this 105 into 95 can be written as 100 plus 5. What about 95? Yes, it is 100 minus 5. Now, which identity can be matched up with this expression? It is a plus b into a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. Whenever two numbers are added once and subtracted once and it is multiplied, I can make use of this identity. Squaring of both the numbers 100 squared and 5 square and subtracting them. So what is 100 square? It is 10,000. What is 25? 5 square? It is 25. If I subtract this, 9,975. I can do it orally also, my dear children. I worked it out now using pen because we are not familiar with this identity. Once you are familiar, just by looking at the question itself, you can say this 5 more than 100, this 5 less than 100. So this is 5 is added and here 5 is subtracted. So what is 100 square? 10,000. What is 5 square? 25. Subtract it. You can do it orally also. Oral addition and subtraction is easier compared to oral multiplication. Okay. So get used to this identities. That's what we are going to do it now, and we are going to practice all these identities in today's class. We are going to discuss only first two problems in that exercise. Are you all ready, children? Here in the first question, first subdivision. Use suitable identity to get each of the following products. First question is x plus 3 into x plus 3. So how can I write it in simple form? X plus 3 into x plus 3. Are you going to multiply like this, cutting and multiplying 2 times? Even then you will get the same answer, but which will be smarter, a smart way of doing it? It is x plus 3 the whole square. And what identity am I going to use now? A plus b the whole square. Every time state the identity that you are using it. Okay, inside, at least on the side of the problem, you have to state by using a plus b the whole square is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b square. Now I am going to find x plus 3 the whole square. In the place of a, I have x. In the place of b, I have 3. So I will write x square, here 3 square. In between, I will find twice the product, 2 into x into 3. So on the whole, what is the answer now? X squared, 2 3s are 6. Again, this x will be written as it is, plus 3 squared is 9. It's very simple, children. Only thing is, you will take some time to write the expressions. Write the identity here, then find the answer. That's all. Is it clear? Shall we move to the next question now? Now I am going to teach you fourth question. Here. This fourth question. All the remaining things that I am not going to teach in this question, it's understood. That has to be done in homework now. Okay, shall we begin now? 3a minus 1 by 2. 3a minus 1 by 2. How can I write it in simplest form? 3a minus 1 by 2 the whole square. Which identity am I going to use now? It's square of the difference. So, I am going to write the identity a minus b the whole square is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, I am going to find the value of this expression, isn't it? That's what I am going to write here, 3a minus 1 by 2 the whole square. Okay, wherever I have a, I have to replace it by 3a. In the place of b, I will have 1 by 2. So, 3a the whole square. First number, square. At last, I have to square the last number, second number. See this 1 by 2. In between, I will subtract these twice the product. Product in the sense multiplication of the two terms. 3a and 1 by 2. Okay. So, 3a squared is 9a squared. What about this expression? 3 2s are 6. 6 into 1, 6. Or I can say 1 2 is 2, 1 2 is 2. It gets cancelled. Okay. So, minus 3a. Even if I multiply now, I will get minus 6 by 2 into a. If I cancel it, 3 2s are 6. Minus 3a. The same answer I have got here. Okay. It is smart if you cancel it directly and then multiply. Okay. Plus 1 by 2 the whole square is nothing but 1 by 4. This is the answer. Is it clear, children? Only 2 lines that we are going to do it. Okay, 1 line is about the identity that I am making use of it. Shall we move to the next question? Yes, now I am going to do 6th question. A squared plus b squared. Here minus a squared plus b squared. What shall we do now? Yes, we have only two terms, two variables of course. And has it been added twice in both the expressions? No. Somewhere it is different. It is minus. So once it is added and once it is subtracted. Can I consider that way? Yes. I am going to rewrite this expression like b squared plus a squared and b squared minus a squared. See, this minus has taken this position. Here it's same way. I have interchanged their position without changing its meaning. See, plus b squared plus a squared plus a squared plus b squared is written plus b squared only. I have not changed its meaning. I have just interchanged their position to compare it with the identity a plus b into a minus b. This is the identity and it is not the question. Okay. What is the equivalent for this? It is a squared minus b squared. Isn't it? Whenever we have two numbers, this is two numbers. What are the two numbers or two variables? B squared and a squared. In the place of a, I have b squared. In the place of b, I have a squared. Okay, children, don't get confused. If you have a and b in your question, instead of a and b in the identity, you can have m and n also. Okay, I will rewrite this here. M plus n, m minus n is equal to m squared minus n squared. Okay, once I have to square them separately and then subtract it. Okay, what are the variables we have? In the place of m we have, I am going to find b squared plus a squared. Once I am adding, once I am subtracting. In such cases, I have to subtract the squares. Squares of what? Both these two. B squared, here a squared. So what will I get? B power 4 minus a power 4. Is it clear, children? Am I clear? Don't get confused by writing identities in both the variables. Write using only one variable. Even without writing the identities, you can do it. How did I do? One it is in plus, once it is in minus. Both are same. See here? In such cases, I will find the difference of squares. For which I should square? Whatever is there inside the bracket. Okay, b squared, b squared. A squared, a squared. Is it clear, children? Okay. Now, the next question that we are going to discuss now here is 9th question. See, in first three sums, I made use of a plus b the whole squared, a minus b the whole squared, a plus b into a minus b. And now again coming back to the first identity itself, x plus 2 plus 3y by 4. Here we have x by 2 plus 3y by 4. It is repeated twice. So I can write in general x by 2 plus 3y by 4 the whole square. Which identity am I going to make use of now? It is a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. What I am going to find now? X by 2 plus 3y by 4 the whole square. In the place of a, I have x by 2. In the place of b, I have 3y plus 4. So, x by 2 the whole square. At last, this term, last term, 3y by 4 the whole square. I am squaring those two terms in this question. In between, I will find the product, twice the product of x by 2. Here, 3y by 4. So, what will be the answer? It is x square. 2 2s are 4, twice, 2 into 2. Here, these two get cancelled. So, we will have x into 3y as 3xy by 4. What about